Bradford, the UK City of Culture 2025. Bradford, among the most multicultural areas in the United Kingdom, has now been selected the 2025 City of Culture, a renowned honour that will bring a slew of visitors and millions in revenue for finance and investment. This will make it the second city in Yorkshire to have such a distinction after Hull's success in 2017. A well-managed year as City of Culture for Bradford might have far-reaching positive effects. At 29%, its youth population makes it the youngest in the UK. About one-third of the population identifies as a member of a minority group. The cultural capital designation provides an opportunity to channel the enthusiasm of the area's youthful and varied population. Already, great things are happening there, such as the Bradford Literary Festival, the experimental arts company The Brick Box, and the initiative The Leap, which aims to jumpstart creative ventures from the ground up. Having Channel 4 so close by is convenient, and the public service consequences of any partnerships formed with the network are more evidence that it should not be privatised. Overall, Bradford has had a productive week, but a lot of work remains. Bradford residents will already be aware that the true value of the City of Culture designation lies not in attracting tourists and selling out hotels, but in giving the city's residents new reasons to believe in themselves and their community. Flowing hills and subtle valleys. Beautiful Bradford. Each time the train arrives into Forster Square platform, you will feel struck by its magnificence. It's good for the spirit, since it's a city surrounded by beautiful natural scenery, with hills and valleys and plenty of trees. The scenery is stunning, even if you're travelling along Oak Lane in the centre of Manningham or sitting at the crest of Undercliff Cemetery. Lister Park, covering 55 acres and including attractions like the Mughal Water Gardens, as well as the Norman archway that inspired A.A. Dand to set his novel Streets of Darkness in the city, is a stunning reflection of the park. All that is sweet, savoury and enticing. Food is essential to survival. People remark about the many great curry restaurants in the area, such as the Karachi, Mughals and Mumtaz, and it's been named the curry capital of the UK for 6 years running. But the city has much more to offer than just Pakistani cuisine. You may find anything from American diners to ice cream parlours to Turkish grills and Syrian restaurants where you need a reservation to eat at any time of day or night on the route that leads directly from the city centre to Leeds. The city's characteristic is its entrepreneurial spirit. Many companies with their roots in Bradford, including My Lahore, have expanded to other parts of the UK. The literary event of the year. Bradford's Literary Festival is among the city's most illustrious features because of its reputation as being among the most open and welcoming events of its kind in the nation. Saima Aslam and Erna Qureshi organised it in 2014, and around 1,000 individuals showed up. By 2018, that number had climbed to almost 70,000. Volunteers come from many walks of life, making it especially popular among authors and readers from underrepresented communities. The likes of Nikesh Shukla, Anita Rani and Lem Sisse are all friends of Robert Peston. Authors and publishers alike look to this event as an indicator of what's to come in the field. Salts Mill. Salts Mill was formerly a textile factory but is now a multi-use art exhibition and entertainment venue. This structure is a striking symbol of Bradford's manufacturing past and a remarkable illustration of the growth of commerce in northern England. Come see the only continuous David Hockney exhibition in the United Kingdom and get a feel for the mill's and town's rich history. After that, go about town and check out the shops selling anything from art materials and musical instruments to furniture and accessories to clothing and jewellery. At the end of your trip, relax with a meal at the diner and a cup of coffee at the espresso bar. Visiting Salts Mill is an offbeat way to take in some of Bradford's thriving cultural scene. The most stunning bookstore you will have ever seen. You'll know you've arrived at the correct spot to purchase books after attending Manchester Literature Festival activities. Bradford's Waterstones is one of the most attractive bookstores around. The ceilings are vaulted and adorned with exposed beams and arched windows crafted from Yorkshire stone. The historic structure, which was once the city's wool market, now has a sleek glass wall along one of its facades. People come here to relax and read in peace on the mezzanine level, where there is a cafe serving tea and pastries. You'll definitely think back on the time when its massive wooden doors swung wide and you were greeted by gentle light, salmon-coloured marble columns, and the exquisite aroma of freshly printed books. At that moment, you'll be overcome with a sense of enormous happiness. The Peel Park. In Bradford, one of many beautiful green spots is Peel Park, a large public park. It was established in 1853 and is now an English heritage property as well as Bradford's first public park. Several of the park's gateways and sculptures date back to the 19th century era, and perhaps the park's lodge is on the National Register of Historic Places. Some of the water fountains have charming Victorian designs. Take a pause by the park's lake for some photo ops and to see if you can see any animals as you go around the park. Peel Park is a beautiful and tranquil park, but it also has activities for the adventurous. There is a huge skate area in the park where you can practice your skills. The next generation of musical geniuses. Bradford's rolling hills could be bathed in musically charged water. One Direction's Zayn Malik is from this area, and he once caused a stir online when he tweeted about visiting to his favourite curry restaurant, which he simply referred to as Shimla. Kimberly Walsh of the band Girls Aloud was reared there too. Bob Hardy, guitar player for the indie group Franz Ferdinand, attended elementary school in the suburb of Bradford. A cultural icon and artistic legend. The exhibition A Year in Normandy by David Hockney is now on display at Salts Mill, Saltaire. Bradford always leads to conversations about David Hockney. The artist, who was born there in 1937, attended Bradford Academy of Art before enrolling in London's prestigious Royal College of Art in 1959. The artist, draftsman, printer, stage director and photographer is widely regarded as being among the most significant British artists of the 20th century for his contributions to the post-impressionist era of the 1960s. Awe-inspiring constructions. Saltaire, located in Bradford's BD18 postal code, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site that features works by Hockney. A Victorian manufacturing hamlet formerly stood where this lovely neighbourhood now stands. Bradford was formerly the wool capital of the world because of the city's abundance of woolen mills. There were over 70 of them. The town was constructed by mill owner Sir Titus Salt for his employees. Millions of people now visit every year to marvel at the city's historic buildings and art galleries, buy at unique boutiques, and enjoy leisurely strolls along the Leeds and also Liverpool Canal, Roberts Park, as well as the Shipley Glen tramway. Out on the streets performing. Mind the Gap is headquartered in Bradford, and it is England's biggest theatre and live arts organisation for people with learning disabilities. They've been at the forefront of theatrical innovation and global recognition since 1988. The group included George Webster, the first show host on CBeebies, who also happens to have Down syndrome. Haworth, where Jane Eyre's authors The Brontes lived, is only one of the several little towns in the Bradford area. Visitors from all around the globe go there to see the farmhouse where the authors formerly resided, to stroll along the village's ancient cobblestone main street, and to take in the quaint, picturesque setting. A feeling of having gone back in time is created. It's now playing in theatres. The city has a long history with the film industry. It is a UNESCO City of Film and thus is location to the National Science and Media Museum. It was in Band of Gold and Rita, Sue and Bob too, so you've probably seen it. Cleo Barnard's Ali and Ava was filmed in the area more lately. Little Germany's antique buildings provide for a picturesque setting in movies and TV shows. The Broadway. The Broadway is the best spot to go shopping in Bradford. All the major brands and chain retailers can now be found in one convenient location at Bradford's new entertainment and shopping complex. The Broadway is a 24-hour shopping mecca in the heart of Bradford. Before continuing your shopping extravaganza, stop by the food court to refuel. Despite being in the news for the wrong unfortunate reasons, Bradford is set to exhibit its artistic, multicultural soul to the rest of the world to see. Whether it's art exhibitions, the historic textile mills, performance theatres, or the absolute diversity of the people that inhabit this beautiful, hilly city, Bradford has all the ingredients to make it big for its City of Culture 2025 designation. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. This is Learning Canteen.